At this point, all you can do is laugh. Like, I can't get emotionally tied to this because this is delusion at its finest. Nothing that this organization is doing in the Warriors with the way they're managing Jonathan Kuminga even makes any sense. Let's get into the Carfax. The Warriors appear willing to keep Jonathan Kuminga past the deadline. Crazy. Team sources have said in recent days that they'd be willing to keep Kuminga past the deadline if nothing appealing enough materializes. That could be a strategic posture, and it's certainly a risk considering Kuminga, making $22.5 million this season, is currently buried in Coach Steve Kerr's rotation, having played 10 total minutes in the past month. And I have to say again, I told you months ago, this was how it was going to play out. Everyone was like, yes, I was optimistic to maybe say Kuminga and the Warriors could figure it out. But I knew him and Kerr butting heads. It's not going anywhere. And to even have a thought to consider keeping him at this moment, if I'm a general manager, if I'm the owner, I can't be this stubborn. Because, yes, I can see the potential in the kid. I can want him to play as much as I want him to. But unless you're going to go ahead and be ballsy enough to just fire Steve Kerr and ultimately pick Kuminga to stay with this franchise, then there's no way with this relationship is going to ever be resolved. It's past the point of repair. Like this says right here, he's played 10 total minutes in the past month. I know there's been some injury concerns, but if I'm his representation and seeing how this team is treating him and how him and Kerr aren't getting along, I'm telling him don't suit up either. What are you suiting up for? It's not putting you in a position to succeed. Sit out. Sit out until you get moved. You might have to pull a Ben Simmons and just not play. But he's tried. I give him. He tried to come back. They made the numbers work on the deal that he was able to sign with them, something that he could agree to. Season started off okay with him and how they were making things work. Ever since then, it's been a total disaster. And I don't think it's beyond repair. I think Steve Kerr, he's not very fond of Kuminga. I don't think he likes him maybe as a player, as a person. That's questionable. Not around them enough to place that judgment. But you can definitely tell it's not a blind man could tell you that he doesn't like Kuminga's game. He doesn't like how he played. He doesn't like him as a basketball player. So why continue to hold him hostage in this franchise? Let him free. Trade him for whatever you can get. Obviously, if you want to maximize the return that you can get on him in terms of a couple picks or players, do what you got to do, but get him out of there. You considering even keeping him past the deadline shouldn't be an option. It should not be an option. Move him as soon as possible and do what you can do to re-strengthen the rest of your roster, because this is stubbornness, this is delusion, and it's dumb. It's actually dumb. Please, let's do better. If you have any feedback, if you guys feel any type of way that the Warriors are making a smart decision and contemplating keeping Kuminga, please let me know what you think, because I think this has been a total disaster, and I think Kuminga deserves better. Please, let me know what you got to say. It is what it is.